For Reena. This is our 9th annual event, and it's our first ever virtual one. And I see that so many of you have logged on to join us, so thank you for being here. We have an incredible half hour planned for you today. And before we move forward, I just want to take this opportunity to thank our incredible committee, co-chaired by Stephen and Elaine Justine. And this committee has had many challenges this year, and they have rose to the occasion, from finding new auction items and new sponsors, and even packing 500 individual swag bags for the people we support outdoors in a backyard, physically distanced. So, my heartfelt thank you goes out to them and to everyone involved in making today's event such an incredible success. I do want to take this opportunity to also give a special shout out to Shira Lev, who is the brains behind this incredible virtual event. She is, I think you'll see all of Shira's incredible touches throughout the show that we have planned for you. I now am incredibly honored to welcome Tom Brown from CTV Toronto, who is going to be our MC once again this year. I can share that I had the opportunity to meet Tom in person for the very first time in the Promenade Mall as he came here to do a Toy Mountain event. And from that day, he has truly become an extended member of the Reena family. And we are so grateful for him to coming back again this year to be our MC. So Tom, thank you, and I'm throwing it over to you.
Okay, hi everybody. Can you hear me okay? Everybody hear me okay? Yeah, hey, listen, thank you very much, Sheila. I am so blessed to have met you at the Promenade Mall that night when we were collecting toys for Toy Mountain. Hi everybody, it's kind of cool because on the bottom of my screen, I can actually scroll across. I saw you having your coffee moments ago and Zachary was on the phone. So we can actually monitor what everybody is doing, what everybody is wearing. Where are you going? I see in your tie-dye shirt. Don't leave me now. Anyhow, this is going to be a lot of fun. Now, of course, first of all, I got to say, it would have been so easy just to say Striking for Reena isn't happening this year, but not when it's spearheaded by the Reena Foundation, because we were going to make it happen. We want to thank, of course, our friends at Global Furniture Group and Technion, huge sponsors this year, for being part of us. Yes. My dog is barking. He's so excited. That's right. Yeah, I'll say it again. Global Furniture Group and Technion. I don't know. I trained him to do that every time I say those two names. Anyways, this event is pretty cool. Now, I have never done a virtual event. I have been the host 3 times in person. I've met a lot of you, but this is my very first virtual event, and I'm so excited. So what does virtual bowling look like? Well, the incredible team at the Reena have worked together to bring the fun and the excitement of Striking for Reena for those that need our support. They have been preparing for months. They've been making t-shirts. They have been playing bowling bingo. And of course, they always have fun. So that's nothing new. Anyways, this is a pretty cool day. Now, right now, maybe, just maybe, your doorbell is ringing because over 100 pizzas are being delivered as we speak. Also, we're dropping off swag bags. And yes, those are the medals for our MVP. What are you doing, sir? Don't scratch your underarm. I'm on television right now, okay? I can see you. Anyways, we are just having some fun here. And like I said, we are going to be delivering these to group homes, residences, individuals living on their own by Reena Secure Medical Transit Team. There they are right there. Now, striking has allowed for the purchase of several minivans over the years, of course. So what we've had to do because of COVID, most programs have gone online with residents unable to leave their homes, and many vans have sat idle. So our teams, along with iRide and Circle of Care, have retrofitted several vans that are now being used to transport people to COVID-19 testing sites, as well as deliver meals to many of our residents in lockdown or living on their own. So we thank those individuals for all their incredible and hard work. Now, even though we can't be together, you know, hugging each other, high-fiving, and sharing in that pizza and bowling, having a few laughs, we were able to have a little bowling fun. So we challenged you to create your own bowling team and get creative. And wow, did you rise to the occasion? Have a look at some of these amazing videos and photos on how you were striking for Reena. Okay, that was pretty cool and very creative. So job well done. I can see everybody. Yes. Hello, how are you? I'm just going through here. Everybody's over at Elmridge. How you doing, guys? I see you on the couch. Nice to see you over on Crestwood. You betcha. This is amazing. Hi, how are you? Northdale, how you doing? I see you over there. Hi, Northdale. This is what's so cool about Zoom. Now, some of the participating teams that are tuning in today are from not just Richmond Hill and Thornhill. As a matter of fact, we want to say a big shout out to our friends in Israel. Yes, hummus to spare. We know you're there. Also, let's go down to New Jersey. I see the Fruitman Canoodles are there. How you doing? And Mrs. Fruitman, it's always nice to see you, and we're glad you're doing so well. We have viewers in Ottawa, Toronto, Thornhill. And you know what? I asked the co-chairs, Stephen, Justin, and Elaine Justin, or Justine, I should say, how striking for Reena began, because it really began with you. And they explained to me that it all started with their sister, Sherry. Have a look at this.
Living in a Reena facility gave Sherry an immense amount of independence. She moved out at a very early age, and she was able to be taught how to cook, to go to programs, to take the bus, and I think it's where she wanted to be. It was a very good fit. And one of the programs they offered was bowling. It's team building, it's competitiveness, it's socialization. Every time she would bowl, she'd come back and call me and say she won this trophy and her team was first in place. She got 3 strikes. And I have to tell you that Sherry made a lot of friends bowling. I think she's friends with them to this day because, outside of COVID, they still bowl.
My sister has become an invaluable companion to my mother, who's, has been living alone. And Sherry is the one that comes and visits her whenever she can, keeps her company, runs little chores for her. And instead of my mother worrying about who's going to look after Sherry, Sherry worries about looking after my mother. It's gone completely in a full circle, and it's unbelievable how something you never thought could possibly happen has happened.
The impossible happens, and that's why we get together and we do this year after year. We do it for Sherry, but we also do it for so many individuals, and I love videos like that. And again, thanks very much to Stephen and Elaine Justine for helping us out today. Now, I have actually met Sherry, and I know how excited she is because I've met her at Striking for Reena. And you know what? Every time I've done Striking for Reena, as I said, I've done 3 of the events in the past. I always leave the event energized. We're together for what, an hour and a half, 2 hours? And I always end up driving home and I'm calling friends because I'm on this natural high because of all the excitement, all the energy, not to mention all the money that we raise for the incredible programs. And I hope all of you feel the same way when you leave Striking for Reena. And I got to give a big shout out to my friend Jordy. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder. Jordy, that's your painting there. It brings me a smile every single day. So Jordy, it's nice to see you. Zachary, Kyle, and of course, Rachel, you're all there as well. And these are just some of my friends I've met at Reena, and I truly feel like I'm part of the Reena community. Reena Foundation raises funds for 3 life-changing and empowering categories. The first is housing. Housing just like the Lou Fruitman Reena residents. And again, we cannot thank the Fruitman family for making that possible. It was so nice to see Mrs. Fruitman when I saw her last year at Cool in the Gang. And I know she's home now. And you know what? We hope you're doing fantastic. And we can never thank the Fruitman family enough. Also, capital needs like vans. Okay, we cannot transport our clients, our residents, our family without these vans, whether they're in their original state or retrofitted because of COVID. But anyways, we buy the vans and we put them to good use. And of course, programs like employment training. These are the 3 main areas that all the money we raise through Striking for Reena goes to, and we can't do it without you. I asked 2 of my friends life at Reena and how employment workshops on Zoom have been helpful, especially during COVID. Here's what they had to say.
So my name is Tikva Chazen. I hang out with my friends. I also been learning to play piano. I currently make things. I cook things and I always love to work in the kitchen, and it's like the best thing I always want to do. I make like vegetables, like sauté vegetables. I made sushi. I actually have a helper who comes to my house, and I actually cook with her. I always love Reena. For the workshops, we bring this guest speaker in, and they often speak about really interesting stuff. They talked about what do you do in different areas, and with Joanna, she often explains something. Sometimes they'll get it, then she has to explain again and a few times, and I do get it sometimes. So I teach some classes. I've been from Reena, I taught from Pathways, and I've been teaching from there. Before COVID happened, I would I was going to do my jobs. Like my first job, my one job is a lady. She actually is a cook and a baker, and I actually bought food from her, from Chagim. So that was her. I actually babysit for her. Like with the little kids, I used to feed them and play with them. My other job was in a kitchen. So that was closed for like 2 weeks, and then it reopened it. And then I didn't go back afterwards. And my third job is closed because like downtown JCC in Masnadal. So that's closed also.
I moved into a Reena apartment in 2004. It was definitely a good move for me. It was time to move out of my parents' house by then. Reena is my community. They've taught me that I can live on my own. And I'm happy to live on my own now. I can cook my own dinners, my own meals really, and do my own laundry and stuff. It's been great actually, living with my friends. We have a good time. Sometimes we go out together. When there's COVID, well, we have nowhere to go, so we can't really go out anywhere. The whole purpose is so that we can hopefully find a job one day when COVID ends. And we just talk to different people. We'll have guest speakers. We talked to Rose Reisman a few weeks ago. We had a good time talking to her. We learned about her cookbooks, all kinds of things that she does. It was really interesting to talk to her. I would have to say my favorite guest was the person from my daycare center, from the daycare that I volunteer at, and she told us what it's like to be there during COVID times, which sound extremely busy to me. I helped to get in touch with her. That's actually why we get a lot of the guest speakers, because some of us request them. We're like, we're interested in this industry. Can you find somebody who's in the industry to tell us about it?
That's amazing. That's what it's all about. I mean, these individuals are grasping life and the opportunities given to them, and it's all because of what we do and those programs that change their lives day in and day out. When COVID hit, Reena responded by going out and getting iPads and converting many of the programs to web-based ones because we couldn't leave our home and we couldn't leave where we were living. We have so many housing stories. I remember hosting Reena Foundation's Disco Forever with Cool and the Gang, and I don't know if you can see over my shoulder here. That is signed by Cool. Shira got me that as a thank you gift, and it hangs on my wall, so thank you very much, Shira. I met John, not for the first time, because I'd met him a couple times at Striking for Reena, but John was backstage, and John was a little nervous, and I brought John up on stage, and if you were there, John came to life. It's like, John, you like this. And we were talking to John about living in residence at one of the Reena residence housing programs. And I asked him what the best thing about living there was. And he said he had 1 million friends. 1 million friends. I mean, how cool is that? John came to life, shared his story, and I don't think there was a dry eye in the house. Another family whose daughter lives at a Reena residence shared their story with us. Listen to this.
Since the day Rachel was born, she was my firstborn, and I, of course, was so excited as a mother, and that excitement hasn't stopped, but the journey from then certainly has been, took a different direction than I thought it would.
You go through all sorts of stages of, you know, sadness and anger and frustration, and it's to the point where then you get to, I just got to do the best I can for her.
Having Rachel live at the Reena home and having her involved in the Reena Day program has given her such a full, enriched life.
If you can bring peace to sort of one person, it really affects the whole family.
We have so many nice mother-daughter moments now.
Seeing Rachel happy and content is really important, so.
Reena throughout this whole pandemic has been unbelievable. When we weren't able to visit Rachel physically, we had Zoom calls, we had phone calls, they did everything in their power to let us connect when we couldn't really connect in person. And I feel like having Reena in our life all these years, it's been like winning the lottery. It really has.
Oh, how do you top that? Like winning the lottery. Like, you know what? If we take nothing away from today, that's how every person feels that is associated with Reena. It's like winning the lottery. It just doesn't get any better. This year, Striking for Reena is giving a special thanks to Reena's frontline workers. Now, these superheroes, and I call them that, superheroes, have been working around the clock, day in, day out, not just for the last month, but since this all began. And we are sending you thank you packages. They are being created and they will be delivered by Reena staff within the week. So everybody give them a nice round of applause. Our frontline workers, thank you very much. Yes. Now I asked Reena's CEO, now I think Brian's here, Brian Cashin, what it's been like for his staff during this unprecedented time. Here's what Brian had to say.
Our staff has had to endure a changing environment like everyone else, but uniquely, they have to do it while supporting other people. Our staff have had to step up and not only worry about their own families, but worry about everyone's family who we work with. They're unbelievable because they're driven by the values of caring for others. In that process, they have to take care of themselves. They've all learned to use proper PPE, and we've given them the support to do it. But ultimately, they're there to help others. And they're amazing in doing it. They're there day in, day out, 12-hour shifts, coming in where it's needed in an emergency. We've had a number of over 77 people COVID positive of our staff, and they've been there for each other and together and stepped in when needed. They're amazing people. I can only say thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Brian, for sharing that. And again, thank you very much to our frontline workers, and we hope you all are staying well and safe. Yes, thank you very much, everybody. You are amazing. You know, even with COVID and the challenges, because of course we usually get together in May and here it is October, we have raised close to $300,000, $300,000. Put your hands up in the air. Say it with me if you care. $300,000, 300,000. Zach, you're not doing it. 300, there you go. Thank you very much. He only did it once. Now, you keep doing it, my friend. Yes, we couldn't have done it without the generosity of donors and sponsors who come back each and every year to sponsor Reena, like Paradise Developments. I want to now welcome, you met her earlier, Sheila Lampert, Foundation's Executive Director, to say a few words.
I want to thank all of our wonderful event sponsors who step up every year to secure the success of Striking for Reena. I especially want to thank every individual donor that steps up every year to support their friends and family. We receive close to 1,000 donations at every level, and every single one of those donations is important and appreciated because we can combine those donations, and combined, we're able to accomplish so many incredible things to support Reena, including our programs like our summer camps, our employment programs, purchase of minivans, our housing initiatives. There are just so many incredible things that we can accomplish when we come together. So on behalf of everyone at Reena Foundation and the Striking for Reena team, thank you to every donor, every sponsor who has come forward this year to support Striking for Reena. This year, we had something that we've never had in the 9-year history of Striking for Reena. We have a donor who stepped up, who understood that fundraising virtually is a little bit more challenging. And this donor, who really wishes to remain anonymous, came forth with a pool of funds and agreed to match every donation made to Reena, whether it was through a corporate sponsor or to an individual bowler or team. They matched every dollar, dollar for dollar, up to $100,000. And I am so excited to report that we had a limited time to raise those funds. Everyone stepped up and helped us raise that $100,000. We took that 100 and we made it 200. And I want to thank everyone in our extended Striking for Reena community who came forward and helped us raise that $100,000. So that we could access the full $100,000 in matching funds. And this is a huge reason why Striking for Reena, our first virtual ever event, has become such a great success.
That is amazing. So thank you very much to that individual. They're probably watching right now. Moving on, we couldn't have done it. I mean, close to $300,000, and it's all because of your generosity. And it's great to see what we can accomplish when we come together, even though we have to be apart. Now it's time to hand out the prizes. Now, the award for top fundraising team is named in memory of Ricky Cates. Now, Ricky was an individual supported by Reena. He was one of the first Striking for Reena bowlers. He loved to bowl. He was part of the earlier group, so the committee decided in 2017 to dedicate the top team fundraising award in his memory. This year's Ricky Cates Memorial Award is Jordy and Team Kerbal. A big shout out to the fundraising family, Jackie Kerbal. Yes, Jocelyn. Look at how excited Jocelyn is. They raised over $24,000. What an incredible amount of money. What an incredible family. And there's Jordy in the front with the blue bowling ball. Thank you very much to our award-winning team. Our next award goes to Best Bowling Costume. Check it out. Stephen Franklin and his wild bowling shirt. I love it, Steve. I think I know what we're all wearing next year. You got to tell us where you got it, Stephen. Nice to see you, and congratulations to you. Up next, the award for Best Team Picture. And the award goes to Gerald and Cheryl Hartman. How much fun are they having? Okay, how much fun is Cheryl having? Gerald's going, I don't know what we're doing here. Anyways, congratulations to them. And you took bowling to a whole new level. So thank you very much, Gerald and Cheryl. Congratulations to all our winners. And Shira will be in touch with each one of you to deliver your prizes. As a matter of fact, Shira, I think you have something to say right now.
Awesome. Okay, so there's actually one more award, Tom. So the most creative bowling lane goes to someone who took virtual bowling to a whole new level. Are you ready?
You're talking about Allie. You're talking about Allie.
That's right.
Okay. Congratulations going out to Allie Arshinoff.
She actually used a virtual Wii bowling game.
What?
Yes, she took virtual to a whole new level, and was actually practicing every day on her virtual Wii screen, sending in pictures and screenshots, and this is how amazing she is. So
that actually looks like her backyard.
No, everybody should have a backyard like that. But it's amazing, and congratulations, Allie. We are really, really proud of you.
Yes, and again, we will make sure you all get your prize this year. You're going to be in touch with everybody to make sure they get their prizes, correct?
Great. And one more thing. So Tom has always been a really good friend of Reena. In fact, whenever we ask him to do something, he always says yes. And I'm going to keep asking. Aside from Reena, there are 3 other things that he loves. We know it's the Leafs, the Jays, and Harley Davidsons. So this year we thought we'd put a little spin on a few pins, striking style. Tom, somebody delivered something this morning to you. Can you open it up?
Check that out. I don't know if you can see it. They're bowling pins, and they have the Harley logo, the Jays logo, and the Leafs logo, bowling pins from my friends at Reena, and I will be putting them downstairs in my family room, and they are fantastic, and I can't thank everyone enough, but truly, I get a lot more out of this than you get out of me, because like I said, if I have that feeling when I leave, every time I hang out with my Reena family, if I could bottle that up and just take a little sip every day, I would have a skip in my step and a smile on my face 365. So thank you very much to you, Shira. Thank you very much, Sheila, for us connecting. And again, thank you very much for inviting me. When May passed and we weren't able to get together, I didn't know if this was going to happen, but the committee, the foundation came together. And this is really it's not virtual striking for Reena. This is just a big group hug that we're having over the internet. This is a virtual thank you. So thank you very much to everyone. And I've got someone that wants to say thank you as well. She's a singer. She's a songwriter. She has the hit TV show Jan on CTV. Please give it up for Jan Arden.
Hey, Jan Arden here. Thank you to every single one of you. Every single one of you who participated in this year's virtual Striking for Reena event. You all may not have been bowling together this year because of COVID and how strange everything was, but by heavens, you guys came together, you teamed up, and you made this event a humongous success. Of course, increased COVID-19 expenses and everything that's going along with this pretty unprecedented, life-altering year. The support that you gave and the support that you continue to give means more than ever. Thank you so, so very much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and hopefully all of us can be together next year for the Striking for Reena event and see each other in person. Thanks again, everybody.
Thank you very much, Jan Arden, for doing that. Heartfelt and much appreciated. And, you know, we can't say it enough. We can't do it without you. I mean, if it wasn't for each and every one of you that are tuning in right now, giving us a half hour of your Sunday, if it wasn't for our community coming together because we all believe in Reena and the work that we do day in and day out, despite COVID, we can't say thank you enough. If it wasn't for you, it would be Sheila, Shira, and I standing in a bowling alley. Brian would be getting the pizza, but that would be the four of us. So we can't thank you enough for being part of not just today. And the longer we're apart, the sooner we'll be together for the 10th annual Striking for Reena. Hopefully we'll be together next year. My dog Frank wants to go for a walk. By the way, the items on our website right now will remain on our website. The cutoff is 3 o'clock this afternoon. Austin Matthews jersey is there. There's some golf packages, lots of ladies' watches. Anyways, there's some wonderful, wonderful prizes there, and they'll be available till 3 o'clock, so bid, and all the money goes right to Reena. I want to thank Shira. I want to thank Sheila. I want to thank the entire committee for putting this together, and a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you for being part of our virtual 9th annual Striking for Reena. I hope to see you in person next year. Take care. Stay safe. Thank you very much.